attribute that to going to the gym every day and pushing weights around, and I spend most of my time with the weights, and then a little bit of time on that cardio stuff and all, but try to keep yourself in shape and stay a little bit healthy there.
You know, yeah, you're right. You know what's funny? As you were talking, you know, my wife and I, we only been married 5 years. And one thing she got me into, I think, that probably got me another 10 years, trying to get me to close to 100. She got me into checking my blood sugar. And she has this little machine that pricks the finger, and you put the tab on it, and you put it in the machine, and it tells you blood sugar. And I started doing that, and when I retired, I started going to the doctors more. And my doctor said, Mo, you know, you got to get your sugar down. You know, we're near the danger zone, but you go in that direction. And I already had lost weight, a lot of weight. And I tell you, when I started watching my blood sugar, and man, I tell you, a lot of my weight started dropping off. Because every time I would take for a while, I would take my blood sugar every day. And then I know what I ate the day before that, what makes it going to spike up or spike down. And so now, my blood sugar is down to 97. It goes no higher than 107. And that's damn good. I was on blood pressure medicine for quite a few years. And because watch what I ate. Not exercise at all, just watch what I ate. And one day I went to go stand up and I was starting getting dizzy. And so I went to go see my doctor, and my wife and I, she said, Mo, you know, you're watching what you eat, and you lost so much weight. She said, your blood pressure, you know, is driving your heart down too low. So I'm going to take your blood pressure. She told me all the years that she's been a doctor, I'm the second person that she's ever had to take off blood pressure medication. So I find watching my blood sugar, watching my sugar level, even though I wasn't nowhere near the danger zone, but just watching that was a major difference, because every time I took it every day, it was, you know, it was kind of on the high side, and I wrote down what I ate the day before yesterday, you know, what I ate. I kept it in my mind. And so I made adjustments the next day. Or that day I made adjustments. And when I took my blood sugar the next morning, as soon as I woke up, I saw it drop down. And that helped me a whole lot. KB1LSK ID.
Yeah, K9C. Yeah, I have the same thing, and I got one myself just so I can monitor, and I log it and all. But yeah, I always try to say the magic, as you know, the magic is to try to, especially when you get up and you take it, the magic is to be under 100. But you know, I find that as long as I stay off sugar, and stay away from sweets and stuff like that, I don't ever have a problem really. So, but if I start taking into them sweets and stuff like that, it's amazing how fast it'll run it up. But I think the going to the gym. I mean, I just go to the city. The city's got a recreation center, and it only costs us $5 a month because we're seniors. But we go over every day for an hour and spend about 45 minutes on the weights, and then I mean, it's really just time together. I went today. We jumped off and run over at about 11:30 today, and we got out there about 12:45. But it, you know, you turn it into just some daily activity, you know. But I think that does a lot for me. It helps me keep blood pressure. But you know, most of the people as they get older, they start having more and more health problems. They get on these medications, and it's a multiplier effect. And if you get control of it, kind of like get control of your finances before it gets out of control, you're probably going to be okay, Daryl.
Yeah, man, you're right. Man, I'm really impressed. You guys went there that long. Wow. That is good, man. Because I don't hit the gym at all. I do commercial cleaning at night. And like I said, I do about 10, 12-hour weeks. It's like a lower extent of aerobics. I used to be into lifting weights years ago, big time. A few years ago, I say about 3 years ago, I was jogging 2 to 3 miles a day. And I just couldn't do it no more. My knees started bothering me. So I started taking those pills, I forget what you call them. And my knees stopped hurting. And I used to walk about, say, 3 to 7 miles a day. I can't do it no more. So I find when I clean 5 days a week, it's like a low intensity aerobic. But I have an athletic build. And most people think I'm still going to the gym, even though I'm not. But what I did years ago is paying off now, and plus losing the weight. But man, I tell you, man, you know, you go into the gym every day like that, you and your wife, man, I'm scared of you guys. Back to you.
Well, we got a rhythm. I split it up. I always do lower body one day, and then the next day I do upper body. And at our age, I'm not about trying to really buff up so much. It's just keeping wasting away. So, I mean, like today, I did the lower, so I only get on equipment that will, work my legs or my back or something like that. Tomorrow I'll go back upper body. The facility's closed on Sunday, so we don't get to go on Sunday. But I mean, it's like an outing. Just make fun of it. It's a pretty nice facility. They got a full basketball. I mean, it's a city recreation center. About 20 minutes from us, so we just get out right over there. But anyway, a lot of people say they retire to get healthy, and again, it's that pre-retirement. I want to hold on to my health as much as I can when I retire, so I can get out and do stuff. I don't want to be locked in sick, taking a bunch of pills there.
Yeah, man, I hear you. You know, it's funny. Remember when we were younger, work all day, and play after the night, whatever, get a few hours sleep and get up and go to work? Man, forget that. I find now, the age that I am now, I can't take the heat no more. I tell you, it gets real warm, I'm okay, but if it gets too hot, forget it, man. I feel like Superman being killed with kryptonite. It just pulls the energy right out of me. And I find another thing, too, that helps me a lot. I drink a lot of water. I was getting all kinds of cramps in my legs. At nighttime, I'll get those. It gets so bad, they wake me up at night. I felt like somebody was pulling my muscles apart in my legs. Man, and my doctor asked me, she said, Mo, are you drinking enough water? And I said, yeah. I said, yes, I am. But she never really asked me, Mo, how much water are you really drinking? So one day, I was thinking about it. I said, man, you know what? I'm getting these cramps still. They were incredible, almost every night. You know how you lay down, your muscles start shaking in your legs? I don't know if you get that or not. And I said, you know what I do? I got up and I drank I think I drove 3 big glasses of water. Bang, gone. And so then I started drinking water on my iPhone. I set my alarm clock to go off every 2 hours. And I drink water all day long, every 2 hours. And then before I go to bed, I drink 2 big glasses of water, no problem. And then I found by me doing that, I felt a lot better. I felt lighter. I felt more alert. And so apparently I wasn't drinking enough water. As we get older, we really need that water. Back to you.
Yeah, K9Z here. Well, the thing, the only issue I have is I want to go to bed every night, usually 10 o'clock or something. I'm ready to go. I don't go, that's the problem, but I could go to sleep probably at 10 o'clock at night, but I usually stay up a little bit later. But the problem that I have, Morris, that I can't shake, and I'm hoping that when I retire I will, is, after 45, 50 years of working, you got that internal alarm clock in you, and it doesn't seem to matter what the heck. I'm going to wake up anyway. No later 5 o'clock, I'm going to wake up. I cannot turn that off. It doesn't seem to matter what time I go to bed. Come 5 o'clock, it makes me think over all these years, too, if you really, subconsciously, you never really rested well because you're so programmed to get up at a certain time and go. And I'm wondering how long it will take me to shake that when I retire.
I tell you, it's funny. my wife and I talk about that all the time. They say that most people, as we get older, and I experience that, you can be dark tired, get in the bed, you're wide awake. As you get older, it gets harder to sleep. And when you retire, you will be surprised how quickly you will adjust. And my best advice to you is just let it go normal. You know, my wife and I are going to go down to Bangor. We want to look at some furniture, and she wanted to get up at 8 o'clock. And so I said, if we get up at 8 o'clock, she'll get up around 5:30, because she gets up and she likes taking her time, drinking her coffee or having tea rather, and watch the news, you know, take a nice shower and all that. And I said, Gilda, you know, there's no way in hell we're going to leave here at that time, because now we sleep longer because we're up later. And she started laughing. I said, so I tell you what we'll do. Whenever we get up, we'll get up. Whenever we need to go to Bangor, we'll need to go to Bangor. Whenever we get back, that's when we'll get back. My best advice to you is don't put yourself on any kind of clock schedule. Let your body do its thing, and it will all work out. I find, like right now, it's almost 10:15 or so, and I'm like you. I might be in the bed between 10:30 and something like that, but I find in the wintertime, my wife and I, we're up later, and during the snowstorm, sometimes we're up until about 1 o'clock in the morning watching the snow, and we're sitting on the couch all cuddled up, watching TV, listening to the scanners, listening to the weather report, and it's having a good time, you know? So I would just, don't let yourself get worried about that one, bub. Just let it flow, and it will all work itself out. Back to you.
Yeah, K9Z, I bet you that I just can't wait till the feeling that comes over me like a week or a month in when you really realize the weight has been lifted and you're no longer have to jump up at that time and you know, put on the dog and pony show I say out every day. You know, with that weight, I bet I just, you know, I've never had a period where I haven't worked. So even when you go on a vacation, you know, during work, you're always thinking about, oh, I got to get back to work Monday. I got to go back to work Monday. Or the vacation's coming to the end and it's Saturday or Sunday night. You think, oh, got to get up and go to work the next day. I can't wait to see what it's going to feel like when you don't even have to worry about it anymore. I'm sure it's going to be an adjustment period. But I'm like you. I want to actually be able to sleep till 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. But I can't do it now. I mean, and I'm telling you, I can stay up till 1 o'clock. I go to sleep 1 o'clock, but it doesn't matter. 5 o'clock, I'm waking up, and I don't need an alarm clock, Daryl.
I hear you, man. You're funny. No, but you're right, because I went through the same thing when I was working. You know, I had two huge companies. I had 72 people working under me. Sometimes I had more than that, over 100. And you're right, I'm in my vacation time. You know, I say, okay, and 1 week I go back to work. Okay, and 5 days I gotta go back to work. Okay, one more day I gotta go back to work on the weekend. You go, oh wow, Friday's here, Friday now. Okay, here we go. And then Saturday comes. Okay, I got Saturday, I got Sunday. Okay, I got Sunday, Monday, I gotta go back to work. When you retire, it's gonna hit you. I tell you, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And just I mean, the first time I did that, now I'm like, oh my God, just laying here in the bed, trying to get up. And I found that when I started really enjoying it and staying up late at nighttime, and so now I'm usually out of bed anytime between 8 and 10 o'clock in the morning, you know, and my wife, same thing. Well, she'll get before me. Usually she's up between 8 and 9. And that's not like her. Before, my wife would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, and with me, I worked all night. I had a commercial and industrial cleaning company, you know, all over Boston, and my thing was at nighttime, so I was on an odd schedule, and then my company got bigger, hired more people, I had the weekends off, and then all of a sudden, when I came up here for vacation, I said, the hell with it, man, I'm done. And I did a little bit of work up here until I retired. And once I retired, that was it. But it's like it's just a nice, wonderful feeling. I wouldn't even worry about it, but I can tell you though, one day you're gonna be laying in the bed, you're gonna say, "God damn, this is gonna feel good," and it will just kick in. And then there you go. Back to you.
Yeah, and don't look back. You know, it's amazing how many people I talk on the radio and they tell me that when you talk about retirement, how many of them tell me that they are bored or they've gone back to work or something. I'm like, I just cannot imagine that I couldn't retire and find me something else to do to keep me busy. But it seems that a lot of people have that problem with retirement. And you know from getting around on the radio, there's a lot of people out there in their 70s, and I even talked to a guy the other night, 80 years old, still working, because they say they're bored. But good gracious alive, I've got so many things I could be doing. I don't think I'm going to have that problem. But it's going to be nice to be able to just get your days and nights mixed up. But the funny thing is that a lot of times my wife, now she's retired, and she'll ask me, she'll say, "Well, what day is it?" They say when you're retired, every day is a Saturday there.
Yeah, that's right. That's going to happen. I find people who are retired and they got this bored because something's wrong with them mentally. They're not happy within themselves. When you go into retirement and you have to go to work, there's something's not right there. I don't care what anybody says. I can see going back to work part-time or doing some work just for the fun of it or volunteer, but if you got to go back to work to justify who you are because you're bored, you need to reevaluate your life. And I find as I get older, it's the little things that make me excited. Like you say, you like going camping and all that. My wife and I going to Bangor. It's a small thing that makes a big difference. And I find when I retire, I don't make big plans like I did when I was younger. Like one thing I want to do, I want to buy me a hot rod and play with that in the summertime. And that's something small, and that's it. And one of my things like to be on the radio and doing stuff around the house. Because I find, what you're going to find as you get older, you're going to get tired of your gym. Another thing too, you know what, going to that gym, you watch, it's going to be, one day you're going to wake up, you're going to say, the hell was going to this gym. And he catches up with you, because you start getting more tired. You want to stay home more. Every single man and woman I met in my lifetime that went to the gym a lot, when they retired, and they retired together, all of a sudden you start working out less and less and less, because you got other things you want to do, or you just want to sit home. And my wife and I, as you can see on the QRZ page, you can't see the inside of our house, but again, it's very, very comfortable. So we like being home, So we go out and do things. We go out, we run around, do things together, or she'll do her errands, and I'll do my errands, and then we'll come home and we'll chill out. And I just find with us, it's a small thing that really make a nice home. Back to you.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody one night, they told me, they said, they were in their 70s, I think, late 70s, and we were talking about that. They said, you'll make it through your 60s fine, but they said, well, when you hit the 70 group, you're gonna start slowing down, you're gonna start feeling it and all, so it's possible. But I tell you what, when I go to I go over there, since it's city recreation, it's amazing how many elderly people come in there and just do, they don't do a lot. I mean, there was one in there today, he was older than me, he must have been in his 70s, and he's not doing any kind of heavy stuff, but he did go around, he stayed in there with me about probably 30 minutes, he don't spend much time on each machine, but he just does some basic strength, I think he's just trying to do basic strength building to keep it up, so we have a lot, they have a lot of them coming there too and just do